This is the DR tow behind mower. This is an amazing field and brush mower that can easily cut 6-foot high grass and 8-foot high weeds and saplings up to 2 inches in diameter. This model is the DR Pro XL. It has a 17 horsepower motor, the Kawasaki V-twin engine, and an electric start. And although this is not a finish cut mower, as you can see here, in the thinner grass, it does a pretty neat job. Not as good as a finish cut mower, but definitely a lot better than your average brush hog. We've done an awful lot of mowing with this on flat fields, on steep hills, through blackberries, through brush, through small trees and scotch broom, and just through grass. And it has done an amazing job. Truly, your only limitations are the tow vehicle you're using with it. As you can see here, for our tow vehicle, we are using a Polaris Ranger 6x6. We normally just tow this with a standard 4-wheel or ATV, but since there's a lot of hills here and they're awful steep, we wanted a little bigger and heavier tow vehicle. And as you can see, even though the Polaris Ranger here is pushing the grass down and bending it over, the mower is still cutting it clean. And that nice clean cut is a lot more obvious when you're going through some thicker brush or some heavier weeds, and then you can really see how it's cutting it and mulching it out. It does a real good job. This mower is stock except for 2 things. I put on an hour meter, which you can order from DR, and I put on the larger fuel tank. So instead of 2.5 gallon tank, we're running a 5-gallon tank, you know, doubling your cutting time. A question I'm frequently asked about this unit is how long do you have to go before fill-ups? How long will it run on a tank? I've always been told the general rule of thumb is 1 gallon of gas per hour, but I have not found that to be the case. It really depends whether you're going through heavy stuff and thick stuff and how hard the motor's working, but just in the average cutting I've done, probably about a gallon of gas in 45 minutes. And since this is a Kawasaki engine and not a Briggs & Stratton or something along those lines, it really prefers a premium quality gas, at least a mid-grade gas. This mower comes with a universal hitch, which you can hook to almost any tow vehicle, and it comes with a control box on a cord, so it gives you a little bit of room. You don't have to start it from right there at the unit. The cable for the control box is the perfect length to mount the control box on your quad for when you're towing it with a quad, but it is too short when I'm towing with a vehicle like a truck or a Jeep or this Polaris Ranger, and we have to mount it in the back. The mower cuts a 44-inch swath through grass and brush, and it has 100% offset, so you can tilt the whole thing over. Now, on steep hills like this, you do not want to have an offset, so that's why we're going to have to run over the taller grass and brush with the tow vehicle. But as you see, it has no problem cutting it.